Applied behavior analysis is the study of behavior and the implementation of science-based interventions to improve lives. At its core exists an elegant framework of just 7 dimensions that provide the guiding principles of this scientific approach. However, ABA has not always been so clearly defined, as it lacked a unifying structure in its early years. That changed in 1968 with the publication of a now fundamental article proposing the original 7 dimensions of ABA, introduced by Baer, Wolff, and Risley. These foundational concepts brought needed clarity and organization to the field. They established ABA's goals, methodology, and scientific rigor. Most importantly, they created a shared conceptual language that has allowed ABA to flourish. In the decades since, these 7 dimensions have taken root as part of the definitive elements within this applied science. With that said, the purpose of this video is to explore the historical context surrounding the development of ABA's 7 dimensions. The goal is to investigate how their introduction addressed contemporary analyses, thereby establishing the dimensions as the prominent framework of science. Finally, the dimensions' influence on guiding ABA research, theory, and practice will also be discussed. According to Cooper, Heron, and Heward, applied behavior analysis, which I will refer to as ABA for most of this video, is a scientific approach for understanding behavior and implementing interventions to meaningfully improve socially significant behaviors. Central to ABA is the concept of dimension of behavior, which provides a framework for understanding all behaviors across 7 dimensions. As I move further into this video, I will explore how the 7 dimensions became prominent in ABA and review the historical context that allowed their inclusion to be pivotal. Baer, Wolff, and Risley, 1968, proposed the original 7 dimensions of ABA in their seminal article, Some Current Dimensions of Applied Behavior Analysis. The dimensions included were applied, behavioral, analytic, technological, conceptually systematic, effective, and capable of generalized outcomes across behaviors and time. Prior to this, ABA lacked a clear definition and conceptual framework, which is why the dimensions to this very day still provide structure and clarity on goals within ABA as a scientific approach. Historically, the fields of behaviorism and psychology were growing rapidly in the mid-20th century following B.F. Skinner's introduction of radical behaviorism. This shifted psychology's focus to observable behaviors rather than internal mental processes. Around the same time, applied behavior analysts were successfully implementing interventions but lacked cohesion as a field. The 7 dimensions serve to unite applied behavior analysts under a common framework and definition within ABA. The dimensions also addressed critics within ABA at the time. According to Baer, 1968, critics argued that ABA lacked generality and was only concerned with discrete behaviors in artificial environments. The dimensions of technology, conceptually systematic, and generality directly address these critiques by emphasizing ABA's goals of changing behaviors that are socially important through conceptual analysis of variables maintaining behavior and producing outcomes that maintain over time in natural environments. Including these dimensions was pivotal in establishing ABA as a legitimate applied science. All in all, the notorious 7 dimensions were responsible for catalyzing belief in the field of ABA as an applicable science, truly capable of improving human lives. Cooper, Heron, and Heward additionally add that these dimensions, written in Baer in 1968, provide a systematic method for developing and evaluating behavioral interventions. The analytic dimension requires identifying the environmental variables functionally related to behavior through methods like descriptive and functional analyses. The technological dimension specified procedures being written in a way that was clear and concisely expressed so that others could use and understand the technology being implanted. The conceptually systematic dimension necessitated interventions being based on empirical laws of behavior derived from basic research. Including these dimensions, all 7 dimensions established ABA's scientific rigor. In the decades since, the 7 dimensions have become ingrained as foundational to ABA. They provide a shared conceptual framework guiding research, theory development, and practice. For example, dimensions are referenced when defining characteristics of single-case design methodology. Journals require manuscripts to address dimensions to demonstrate relevance to ABA, for example, the Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis or Behavior Analysis in Practice. In conclusion, the 7 dimensions of ABA proposed by Baer, Wolff, and Risley in 1968 have become cemented as the defining framework of the science over the past 50 years. Their introduction was well-timed, bringing the needed conceptual organization to ABA amidst the rapid growth in the fields of behaviorism and applied practice. The dimensions established ABA's goals of understanding behavior through scientific principles and implementing effective interventions to improve socially significant behaviors. They addressed contemporary critics by emphasizing the production of generalized outcomes through conceptually systematic methods. Most importantly, the dimensions created a shared conceptual language, allowing applied behavior analysts from varied applied settings and academic disciplines to unite under a common identity and purpose. Since then, the 7 dimensions have permeated all aspects of ABA, from guiding university training standards to single case design methodology to criteria for scientific publication. While the science of ABA continues to evolve through ongoing research, at its core remains this foundational framework, a testament to the vision of Baer and his colleagues in establishing these 7 dimensions that now define the prominent identity and advancement of applied behavior analysis. My name is Troy, everyone. If you liked today's video, please smash that like button, subscribe to help the channel, and turn on notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss a video.